to Retired in Spain, day 13 of the old Vlogmas. I've been putting this off, but I've got to do it today. So we're going to be tasting mantecados. This is a traditional Spanish sweet. It's a kind of shortbread. The word manteca basically means lard, so it's made from lard. It's very crumbly. And comes in many different flavours, and a lot of these are made just up the road actually from here in Andalusia at a place called Estepa. So we do go there sometimes. There's a nice little tapas restaurant, but I never go there to buy these, and I rarely ever eat these. But I bought a selection the other day, as you would have seen in one of the videos. I'm going to try them tonight, one at a time. I've got my glass of water, as I said, because they are crumbly. And they're very like that kind of thing. So I've got the selection here. First one is with olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, and it looks like it's got some sesame seeds on the top. So I'll get this open and we'll start tasting. But as you go through the towns and cities, there's people now selling these in pop-up shops, etc. But also a lot of the lots of the churches, the convents, the nuns make them, the monks make them, and they're always available this time of year for people to buy. And people do buy them from the churches in order to help obviously top up the funds that they need, apparently. So anyway, here we go. It's a sweet one, and it's with olive oil, and here we go. So let's get this unwrapped, and then I'll show you what it actually is. Bear with. There we go. So that's it. It looks quite hard, but actually it's not. It's very soft and very springy. So I'm just going to break a little bit off like this. There's the inside, as you can see. It's more like a cakey type texture. And now we'll give it a go. So this is the extra virgin olive oil version. Let's have a little taste. Well, it doesn't taste too bad. That's quite nice. But the texture, it really is very strange. It's very, well, as I say, it's made of lard. A lot of it's lard. So it does obviously melt in your mouth, but it is a bit claggy. So that's the extra virgin olive oil one. A little mouthful. Now then, let's get on. Rosco de Anís. Let's give this a go. Get it unwrapped and we'll see what's going on. Get into it. Right, here we go. Ah, this is interesting. So the Rosco means ring, and obviously the anise is the flavouring. It's covered in what appears to be like icing sugar. So let's just break a bit off again and have a little look. There you go, look, it crumbled. They fall to bits. Bloody hopeless. They fall to bits. And the table now underneath is a right mess. Anyway, there we go. This is the Rosco de Anís. As I say, it's covered in what appears to be like icing sugar. But we'll have another little taste of this. Bloody mess, there you go. This one is actually better, I think, because it's firmer. It's not so kind of claggy in the mouth. It's sweet, it's firmer, got a crumble to it, and it's quite nice, apart from the bloody mess it's made down here. I'm going to be in big trouble unless I get the duster out. So that's number two. Let's have a look at this one. So this is Rosco de Vino. So again, I'm expecting when we open this to have a ring, and this is supposed to be, or contains, or is orientated around wine. So here goes. Let's get this open. It is another Roscoe, so it's a ring of wine. And this one's doing the same, it's just dropping stuff everywhere. So if you ever have these at home, order them at home or whatever, eat them over a plate, you'd be well advised. In fact, I've got a lid to a tin here. I think I'm going to start eating over that. So let's just break this apart and have a little look inside here. There we go, another ton on the table. More or less the same. It's pretty firm, this one. It looks like it's covered in icing sugar again. Roscoe di Bino, let's try this. No, not bad, very much the same as the last one. Exactly the same kind of texture. It's a bit firmer than the original. It's quite sweet because of the icing sugar on the outside, but I can't taste the wine really, as I couldn't taste the anise in the other one. Very much the same flavour really, same flavour, same texture. And we'll put that one aside. God, it's such a mess. I'm just going to try and clear a bit of this up in case the boss or director comes out. Right, there we go. So let's go on here. Now this one is slightly different. It's not called a Roscoe, it's called a polveron, which is basically means powder, dust, and almendra are almonds. So I'm expecting something here that at least tastes like an almond. Let's get this open. I may have told you before, I don't like marzipan, can't stand it. I don't like the texture of it. But I don't mind almonds, I like almonds. Right, here we go. Right, this looks a bit different. No Roscoe this time. It doesn't really have any icing sugar on it, but it looks like it's been given a quick wash over with a brush and a bit of icing. So here we go. So let's just break a bit off, shall we? And just take a look at this one. Oh, this is really crumbly, as you just might have just noticed. I just went to try and break a piece off and it's actually crumbled. So I'm just going to get this over there, back in the wrapper. This is what it looks like on the inside. Extremely pale, and it is very, very soft. So let's just have a bite and see. So we're back to claggy. One moment. Yeah. As you saw the texture, it's very crumbly, very claggy. So it kind of, I don't know, I couldn't eat a whole one, I don't think. And when you do, although you're enjoying the flavour a bit, the texture is such that your whole mouth is kind of overwhelmed really. So I've got another one of the polverons here, de coco, which, as you know, in the shop, I'd obviously mention what it was. My wife misheard me. She was telling me it was walnuts. I was saying, well, it says cocoa. I thought that might be something to do with chocolate. But anyway, at the end of the day, we came up with it was coconut. So let's get this one open. It should be the same kind of texture as the last one, because it's a polveron. It's based on dust, you know. Do you remember that's what's it? One of the comedy shows anyway, where they had like a diet sketch and they were saying about eating dust, you know. Well, this is a good way to do it. So here it is. This is the one with cocoa. There's no icing sugar on this or any icing that's been painted on it either. So that's basically what it looks like. Let's just break a little bit off. Again, very soft, very crumbly. Let's see if it tastes of coconut. Going everywhere. It's got a good flavour. It's the same as the other one in terms of texture. If you weren't dehydrated before you ate this, you certainly are afterwards, because it sucks every bit of moisture out of your mouth. But it's definitely got a nice flavour. But again, you know, I really don't know if I want to eat a whole one. I mean, I can work my way through a packet of hobnobs, no problem at all. But these, I certainly wouldn't sit down and eat a whole packet. On that subject of eating a packet of hobnobs, I went to the doctor's, just an annual check, you know, and all the blood's done, and my sugar was a little bit high. So he basically advised me, if you can cut down on the sugar, that would be great. So I do like a biscuit to dunk every now and again, so I bought some sugar-free biscuits. And I can tell you now, they're still in the cupboard. There's no way I could work my way through a packet of sugar-free biscuits, because they're just not the same as a proper biscuit. No chance. Anyway, this one, the last one, is a cacao chocolate, I guess. But let's have a look and we'll see what it is. If this is chocolate, this kind of makes up for the rest. Oh, right, here it is. It is chocolate, but it's already crumbling in the packet. Look, it's already falling apart. If you can, I don't think it's see it there. Hold on. Look, it's already crumbling apart. Got a little bit of ice and sugar on the top, but it is, well, it's brown, so I'm assuming it's chocolatey. And let's have a little taste and give this one a go. Good flavour. Good flavour, but it's exactly the same texture. So again, it kind of leaches all the moisture out of your mouth. Which basically means you can hardly speak when you've had one. So that's a little selection. There's what, half a dozen there. As I say, mantecado or mantecados are based on the basic word manteca, which is lard. So it's very fatty based, shortbready type, very soft, very crumbly, and it does absorb a lot of the moisture out of your mouth. They are available all year round, but they're predominantly available this time of year in all these pop-up shops and everywhere else. But really not my cup of tea, as I've said before, and I don't like them basically. I wouldn't rush to buy them. Now the other alternative obviously is a little bag where you can do pick a mix of the Lindt chocolates, you know, the little round ones. We picked up 6 the other day, dropped them in a bag, went to weigh them on the scales, and it was nearly €6. It's almost €1 each. So I like Lindt chocolate, but I don't like it that much. So I got a couple, which I'm now going to go and enjoy with a nice cup of coffee, to try and rehydrate and get rid of the taste of these and the texture of these out of my mouth. By the way, I've got a bad lip. It's been sore for a couple of weeks now. I keep putting stuff on it, but it doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. So yeah, that's the tasting of these. As I say, mantecado or mantecados in the plural, readily available. And if any of you have had them before, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. And those that have never had them, it's probably put you right off ever trying them. Sorry. So until tomorrow, you take care, and I'll be back then. See ya. Bye.